Um, every trader who wants to be successful has to have three things. Has to have three. There's no way around it. All right. No way around it. If you're trying to be successful long term, now you might be able to get some pop here, there, you might be able to do that, but we're talking about long term success. We want long term success. The first thing that you have to have if you're going to be successful long term is you have to have a mindset of growth. You have to have the mind that you're going to be successful. You have to be totally convinced that I'm going to be okay with this. If we start off or any day, every day, you're working with fear. And what if I lose my money? What if I, see, that's the wrong mentality to start with. You got to start off with, this is going to be great. I'm going to learn along the way. Yes, I will take some losses, but that's all in the process of me learning. I'm going to be good at this. I'm going to be great at this. This skill is going to help me pay my bills. Listen, y'all saw that? I'm a poet and didn't know it. This skill will help me pay my bills. Yes, this skill will truly help you pay your bills. Okay, and you need to be looking at it like that from the beginning. It's not going to be an overnight thing because trading, you don't learn it all in one sitting. I've been doing this for years. We've been doing this for years. And there's some things I still pick up like, oh, I didn't know it did that. Or, oh, I didn't know I could do it like this. Yes, yes, yes. First thing you must have in order to be a successful trader is the mindset and the mentality that you are going to be good at this, that you're going to be successful, that it's going to work out great, that this skill I'm learning is going to pay my bills. This skill will pay my bills. I like it, Royal Diadem. This skill will pay my bills. This skill will pay my bills. Yes. Come on, we got to get us a nice little jingle to go with it. That one ain't ready yet, but we working on it. This skill will pay my bills. All right? That's the first thing you have to have. You have to have a proper money mindset. Money comes to where purpose needs it. So if your desire to grow this money is for a particular purpose, then it will come. That don't mean you don't have to put some work in because you do. You can't do all this without putting some work in. That's the way it goes, okay? This skill will pay my bills. Make your declaration like Royal Diadem did. Let's go. Hey, Selena, this skill will pay my bills. Take time to learn it. And the money in the market is not made Monday through Friday from 9:30 to 4. I mean, it's made then, but it's not really made then. When it's really made is on the weekends when you're studying charts and studying strategies. It's after hours when you're reviewing your trades for the day and making sure your trading plan is there. It's when you're taking time to get your mind right. That's when the money is made. Because everybody knows you can get into a trade, price action start acting stupid, and you'll get shaken out of that trade, even though you like, I know what this is going to do. But the market will act crazy, and you'll forget all about what you said you were going to do, and you'll jump out because you're scared, and the market will go on and do exactly what you thought it was going to do. And if you had just had confidence, you would be fine. That's the second thing you have to have. I just said it. Second thing is you must have confidence. Confidence in yourself, confidence in your abilities, confidence in these skills that's going to pay your bills, confidence that what you know is what you know. All right. It is wonderful to take call outs, to take signals. I think that's a great way to start. It's a great way to learn, right? And you're taking this information in and then you're rinsing it through your trading plan, rinsing it through your knowledge. You're checking on your charting to see, does this line up with what kind of trades I take? right? But you have to have the confidence that whatever trade you're going to get into, that this trade fits your trading plan, that this trade fits who you are, and that you trust that it's going to do what you thought it was going to do, right? That's the way you got to work that. Confidence in my plan. Absolutely. That's the second thing. First thing was you got to have the proper money mentality, the proper mentality about trading. The second thing is you got to have confidence in your skills, your abilities, your strategy, your plan. You got to have confidence in yourself. Confidence in yourself. Oh, I'm going to tell y'all, being transparent here, there's a time that I was learning to buy options. And I had placed a great deal of confidence in someone who I thought knew a lot more than me. And for all intents and purposes, they did know more than me, right? They did. I put all kind of confidence in their word. Now, this person, not only did they know more than me, they had a lot more money than me. Mm. They had more money than me. So they could make a decision on whether to get into a trade and then, what they call average down, jump back out, do something else to balance the money that they were losing in this trade. But they weren't sharing all that with the community. All they said was buy this stock, buy this options contract. All the stuff that went along with it didn't come. Time passed, time passed, time passed. Stock just going in the tank. It's just going in the tank. The person ain't saying nothing. Or they're saying, just hold on. They were saying, just hold on. That's what they were saying. Just hold on. Just hold on to it. It's going to be all right. It's going to be all right. The stock was chewy. I remember it way too fondly. Way too fondly. That stock continued to go into the tank more and more and more. And because I didn't have the level of knowledge that I needed, and I was willing to follow what somebody else did and somebody else said with, no background, no further study, no of the other things. Well, if he's still in it, I'm still in it. He gone. He ain't said, and that's good grammar. He ain't said that he gone. He done left the trade. Ain't told nobody. Off to something else. Selena says, study, practice. Learning is going to build your confidence. When the trade works the way you planned it, according to your plan, it's an emotional experience and it will build up your confidence. Absolutely. When you've studied something out and it works out the way you thought it was going to work out, you're going to be like, yes. Listen. And this on the other side of that, though, let's say you got it all planned out and it don't work out the way you saw it, but you got a stop loss in place that's going to preserve your capital. It still worked out the way it was supposed to because you got a plan. You got a plan. You got to have a plan and confidence in that plan. Confidence to pull the trigger. I don't know how many times, it's been a lot, that I've had stop losses in place and the stop loss was triggered and the trade went on south without me. But if I had been hanging out in the trade for too long, I'd have ended up losing more. Now, there have been some times, no doubt, there have been some times when I got into a trade and my stop loss was triggered and the trade turned around and did what I thought it was supposed to do, but the stop loss was already triggered and you're out of the trade. And okay, sometimes that gets frustrating. You're like, man, I knew it was going to do that, but thank the Lord for the stop loss. Thank the Lord for the stop loss. We'll take it because the stop loss is there on purpose to save you. It's there to save you. Selena said, come on now, say it. Stop losses, save lives. That should be our next motto. Stop losses, save lives. Hey, Lisa, how you doing? Yeah. Okay, so our first thing was what? Our first thing you got to have, you're going to be a successful trader, is you got to have the proper mentality and mindset about this trading journey. Okay, this trading journey is a journey. It's a journey. We just like, just like school. You start at kindergarten, first grade, second grade, third grade, all the way up to high school, college. Well, you can't get to high school, college without that first, second, third grade stuff. Because we know grown people who can't read and can't add, right? Don't have common sense, the stuff that just common life because they didn't go through elementary school well, or they stopped school too early. They stopped school too early. Don't stop school too early. This is like school. No matter how much a person knows, they still learn it. And I promise you, if you following a trader who is telling you they know it all and they don't got to learn no more and they act like they're not learning from anybody, you need to run. Run fast and run hard and find somebody else. Because no matter how good a particular trader is, they still learning from somebody. Because there's somebody better, not better. There's somebody better than them. And they need to still be learning. Everybody, this journey of trading is a forever learning journey. Forever, forever. Y'all know I'm a coach. I coach you all, and I'm glad to do it. I promise. But when I tell y'all, like in 2024, I spent some time getting our list of skills together too. I had to upskill me because you can't, my people who are with me can't go any higher than I go. You can't go no higher than the coach. And I know this coach right here has not arrived. I am not at all disillusioned about what our listener knows and what our listener don't. That's why you will see our listener saying, this my strength. Selling is my lane. You want to talk about some selling stuff? I'm your girl. You want to talk about buying options? I know a lot about it, but it ain't something that I do regularly or all that proficiently, if I'm honest. I can identify and I can see it all after the fact. Ain't that the way it worked though? Where you can see all the pieces and the parts after the thing over. Hindsight is 2020, they say. Okay, so our first thing was the mindset and the mentality, right? Second thing is we got to get our confidence up. We got to get confidence in order to do what we're doing with skill, right? With courage. Somebody asked, I think it was Janae, asked me last week, when did I ever get to the place where I was confident enough to do um, where I was confident enough to do more than one contract on SPX? She asked me, when did you get to where you were confident enough? And I told her, I don't know when it happened. I don't know when, but I know I've lost thousands of dollars fooling with SPX. I do know that. That I do know. I do know I've lost a lot of money fooling up with them. And I've seen SPX and how it will move. That's why y'all will hear me say stuff like that pivot machine gun where it'll go up, 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 and then drop through all them strikes and then come back up. I've seen it too many times. Seen it too many times. When do I pick the strike? Well, you know what? You look at what's happening in the charts. This is where the confidence in those charts, your ability to chart and look at charting technical analysis comes in because the chart's going to show you what it needs to show you. It's going to show you. So you just follow that. And at some point, you have to say, okay, if I push this button for this $500, I need to be willing to walk away from it. And what do we use? Stop losses save lives. They save lives and they save money. Stop losses save lives and save money. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Okay, so we did the first one, mindset. Second one is confidence. The third one really is, and I've got a couple, but the third one I think is most important is risk management. And you hear risk management mentioned a lot, but I don't know if people really get a good grasp of what risk management really is, right? Or what it means to them. Because it really is a little different for each individual person. Your risk management comes down to your own risk tolerance. If you have assessed your own money mindset, if you know that if I lose $5, $15, $20, I'm finna be hard to deal with. I'm getting ready to be hard to manage. I'm gonna have a horrible attitude after this $20. If that's how you feel about your losses, then you need to trade something that has very low losses, or you need to trade something that's a whole lot more passive, or something that doesn't have a lot of risk. Period. If you strongly don't like to lose any money, then you don't need to do anything aggressive in the stock market. Now, if your risk tolerance is higher and you're like, well, $500 is $500, but if I lose it, I know how to get it back. Risk management. If you know that you've got like $500, you're like, well, if I lose it, I know I got the skills. I'll grow it back. Money can come back. Money flows. It's called currency. There's no end to it. There's plenty of money. They print it every day, right? Number paper. Some people say number paper. Then that's a different level of risk that you have a different um, risk tolerance. When you have a higher risk tolerance, then you can take trades that are a little riskier. Risk management. Okay, so once you assess your risk tolerance, then that's going to help you with the strategies that you decide to trade, and it's going to help you with how big of a size do you put on your trades. Right? If you know you got, $1,000, yes, we want to grow it as fast as possible. Right? Now you can say, okay, I got $1,000. I want to grow it as fast as possible. I'm willing to walk away from it. So I'm going to use it for maybe one SPX contract, and I'll do other stuff. I'll do other stuff with the other 500. Okay, that's a good deal. You say, okay, I got $1,000. I'm okay to walk away from the entire $1,000. I'm gonna pay 2 contracts of SPX on a daily basis, but I got a stop loss that's here. If it's stop losses, then I'm gonna deal with that. If it hits the stop, if I grow it, $15, $20, $30, $40 a day, that's gonna grow it. Yep, I'm going with that. If you say my risk tolerance is not anywhere near that, I do have $1,000 or I got $500, but I really don't want to lose it any more than maybe $100 or $200 at the most. Then you need to just do credit spreads, right? If you're doing all the sellers, I'm only talking seller stuff because I'm a seller. Of course, there's all kind of buying things you can do. I'm not talking about that because I'm not a buyer coach, right? So you can say, okay, I'm gonna do 1 or 2 contracts of a one spread. Maybe I'll do just one 2.5 spread. That's putting 250 on the line. But you need to be prepared to say, what is the max I can lose with this trade? If that max I lose with this trade is too big, that means you need to trade something that is not gonna bother you. You need to trade something that's not gonna bother you. Okay, you can say, well, I don't really want to lose it, but this is the most I'm willing to lose. So this is what I'm gonna trade. But what this comes down to is, what is your risk management? And it's different for everyone. People will tell you, don't risk more than 1 or 2% on a trade. Well, if you got $500, 1% is $5. You're not gonna be able to trade much with $5. Now, if you got $5,000, maybe you can find a $50 trade, $100 trade, right? You say, okay, they said don't use more than 2 to 5% on your portfolio. Well, that's great when your portfolio got some weight on it, got a comma, at least 1 comma in it. If your portfolio don't have more than 1 comma, you might have to adjust the percentage to say, okay, I've got $1,000. I don't want to lose more than 250, which is 25%. So I'm gonna do just this. I don't want to lose more than $100. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, risk management, and you have to assess this for yourself. So it's everybody for yourself. Once you think about it, and listen, be realistic with yourself. Be realistic, because we are some people who will lie to ourselves until it goes wrong. Then we realize I'm bothered. Well, you need to make sure that you're not lying to yourself. Okay, that armadillo need to stay over there. I'm not sure if y'all can. I don't think it'll let me change my screen around. Y'all can't see him. I'll show you. See him? Whoop, stay over there, buddy. Yep, yep. I don't want to see you. You don't want to see me. Yep, there we go. Go on about your way. You can dig all you like. Just don't dig over here. It's the wildlife in Florida. Yes, it is. Armadillos. That's why you always see them on the side of the road because they run out in the street and get hit. Boom, boom. So, risk management. Everybody's got to do it for themselves. You got to figure out for yourself what is your risk tolerance and what is your amount of risk management based on your portfolio. As your portfolio gets bigger, you do need to adjust this risk management and your risk tolerance because you've got more to lose now. But that's why when you have a small account, you really have to do a good job of developing your repeatable strategies. Sometimes people say, well, my account is small. If I had more money, I'd make more. I'd do more. I'd have more money. I'd make more money. That's not really true. If you can manage $100, a $500, a $1,000 account and grow it, then you can manage a $10,000 account and grow it. But if you got bad discipline in a $1,000 account, in a $500 account, if you got bad discipline in those small accounts, you're gonna have bad discipline in a big account. It's just the truth. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. Ask me how I know. You know how I know? Because I didn't. I didn't. That's how I know. So I ain't talking about nothing I read in no book, even though I have read lots of books. But I'm not talking about what I read in the book. I'm talking about what I have experienced. This is what I experienced. Yes, that's what I experienced. That if you don't have good risk management in a small account, you're not gonna have good discipline and risk management in a big one. It's gonna hurt worse because when you lose $100, it hurt one way. You lose 1,000, it hurt different. You lose 10,000, it hurt different. Now you do still need to have the idea that money is paper and it will come back. It's currency, it will flow to you. And the money will still flow to you. But you need to be wise and mindful and have good plan, strategy, discipline, know yourself, know your risk tolerance. Okay? All righty. So Spencer Joy said that was a gem. That was a gem. You got to know you. And if trading don't do nothing else, it helps you to learn yourself. It helps you to learn really where am I with this? Really, where am I with my money mindset? Really, where am I with my confidence and courage? Really, where am I with my skills? Are these skills helping pay my bills? And where am I with all of this? You do a self-assessment. And I'm gonna tell you, some of them conversations with yourself be the hardest ones. Be the hardest ones after it's all said and done and it's quiet in the evening. You basically beating yourself up because it didn't go well. But I want to encourage you that you always have to have positive self-talk, even if the trades don't go well, right? Do not beat yourself up. Watch the words that you say to yourself. Do not call yourself names. Do not put yourself down. Do not talk about your own abilities. If something doesn't go right, then you say, this loss was just a lesson. This loss is moving me closer and closer to success, right? This may not have gone the way I thought, but my next one will be fine, right? Always speak to yourself with confidence and with positivity. Don't do the words, you just so, and you always, and you shouldn't have never. Don't do that to yourself. Mm-mm, mm-mm. Because those words are writing your future. Those words are writing your reality. And that's not what we do. We don't do that. You're gonna speak to yourself and say, again, this loss was a lesson. I'm getting better every day. I'm learning more with every trade. I'm willing to put the time in so that I can get better and better. These are the things we say to ourselves because we know that this is only, just a matter of time before I'm great at this. I'm walking into unlimited possibilities. I'm in control of my destiny. I'm in control of my resources. I'm in control of my profits, right? I can use this vehicle to do what I need it to do. You got to speak the right words. Don't beat yourself up like I said. Don't do that. Don't do that. All righty? So I covered my three things. You got to have proper money and trading mindset and mentality that this is a skill that will pay your bills. And you need to learn it. You need to learn it. What I love about the stock market is every person can win at whatever rate they want to win. I win, you win. We can all win at the same time. It's not if I win, you automatically lose. No, we can all win at the same time, right? It all depends on what you want to put in. Second thing is you got to have confidence. Get your skills up, get your confidence. You got to be confident in your trades, confident in your plans, confident in your skills. That way you make sure, I think I said that already, confident in your strategy, confident in your own abilities. Third thing, you want to have a proper risk management for you. For you. Person can call trades all day. If that don't fit your plan or that's not in your risk management profile, go do it in your sim. That'll help you with FOMO. Do it in your sim. And then lastly, my last thing that I want to undergird all of this with is to make sure that you're saying the proper words to yourself, that we're talking to ourselves positively. We're not beating ourselves up when it doesn't go the way we thought. We're just saying, I'm going to get better at this. I'm not going to give up. I won't quit. I'm going to keep learning and I'm getting better and better every day. Lisa's on this call. And Lisa started off like, I don't understand what you're talking about, Arlissa. But she was determined she was not going to give up. Shoot, now Lisa calling her own trades out. She ain't waiting on me. You know, she did the ones I did. And when it don't work out, she closed it up. She done pick some other stuff. Lisa said, I'm trading UPS. I said, I didn't call UPS. I got put credit spread. I love you, Lisa. Lisa calling her own stuff out. Like, this is what I want to trade. And she knows how. Comes with time and learning. It comes with that. Spencer says mindset, confidence, risk management, self-encouragement. Yep. All righty, everybody. I'm ending my walk. Thank y'all for enjoying with me. I appreciate y'all for hanging out with me. I really do. Oh, I wanted to say before I go, I just opened up the opportunity to do the membership, the Option Seller Zone membership for the annual subscription. It's usually $97 a month. And if you pay monthly, it's $97 a month. But if you want to pay for it annually, then it's $9.97, right? I'm opening it up for Black History Month, for Valentine's Day, right? I'm opening up this, but it's only going to be open to the 14th, though. I'm not leaving it open more than 2 weeks. So if you want to join us there, you can join us in the membership. Go to educator2trader.com, go under the membership, and you can pay $9.97 for the annual membership. All righty, everybody. Y'all have a really good Saturday. I love y'all. Bye bye.